I wanted to ask you something here because we've talked about a lot, but our human brains can only remember about two or three things at a time. So, what I wanted to ask is just if there was one thing that you wanted the audience to take away from our conversation today, what would that be?
There's more than one thing. Honestly, what this comes down to when it's all said and done, Steve, is people. It's really about people. You can't run companies without them. We don't have clients without caregivers. We don't have caregivers without clients. And so we're all in this thing together. And so for us, we're in an industry that's about heart, right? We're touching hearts at home. And I'm proud of the brand that we built. But you really got to focus on people, and you've got to continue to have purpose in your business. Don't talk about culture as just a throwaway thing that everybody's got, because ultimately it really does matter and it does make the difference in the retention game. And retention is kind of like the new growth ultimately, right? Because whether it's labor, leadership, organizations that win going forward tomorrow are the ones that invest in people today. And that's what we look at: culture, support, trust. These are the competitive advantages that you got to focus on. And so that would be my message today.
It's so important. I had another CEO on, and he said, our culture, Steve, is one of our greatest client or talent acquisition strategies because people want to today, they'll ask about company culture, they'll ask other employees, they want to work at a place that they like to work. They've all worked at places where they haven't liked to work and they know what it's like. So it's actually a part of the acquisition strategy, your culture, not just retention, but it's actually a part of the acquisition strategy. And we think about it that way, and we think about the cost savings, and we think about all the benefits that you talked about here today. It just raises up the priority of how much we need to focus on it. And that's my big takeaway from today is that if there's one thing that I'm going to do in my business, I'm going to focus on the employee. I'm going to focus on the engagement. And if I can do that and do that really, really well, I'm going to attract the right people. I'm going to keep the right people. I'm going to keep my clients happy. I'm going to keep my business growing.